guys, it's Vicky, and today I'm here with a tag video. I feel like it's been a minute since I've done a tag video, but I wanted to do this one because I know I did it last year, and it's kind of a fun one to do every year. And it is called the End of the Year Book Tag, and it was created by Ariel Bissett. And it's basically a short little tag video to kind of talk about some of your goals for the remainder of the year, being that we only have about 2.5 months to go. So yeah, let's just dive into the questions. Okay, question 1 is, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? And I don't think so. Other than like the books I'm currently reading, which I know I'm gonna finish, I don't really have anything, like any long haul books that I've been working on that I don't think will be done by the end of the year. Question 2, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? And I have 2 here because both of these I was kind of wanting to save for this time of year because they just felt autumnal to me. The first one is a 5-star prediction, and that is The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. So I'm hoping to be reading this one in November. But this one is about, it's like a fantasy type novel with a historical, it's like a historical setting that deals with witches. And I don't know, but something about that sort of story, like when you think about like witchcraft and stuff, I always think of fall time. So yeah, this one I'm super excited about. Obviously, I think it's gonna be a 5-star read, at least I hope it is. So this is one that makes me think of fall. And then the other one is a mystery that I've had on my TBR forever. And actually this copy is my friend Becca's. I borrowed it so long ago and I still haven't read it. And I'm so sorry, Becca. I promise I'm gonna read it and give it back to you. I'm doing the thing that I often get annoyed with other people when other people borrow my books and they have them forever. And now I'm doing it to my friend Becca. So I'm sorry, Becca. I love you. Anyways, she lent me the 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle because she said it was awesome. And it's a great mystery. And it's about this, I think it's a guy, like our main character, who is at some sort of party and a murder happens. And what happens is he keeps waking up in different people's bodies, like from the party, people that were there, and is kind of trying to piece together what happened or something like that. So it has kind of a, I don't know if it's like a supernatural aspect, but some sort of, you know, fantastical sort of aspect to it. And yeah, and then it's a murder mystery. So it just seems like a good time to read a murder mystery in the fall. So this is another one, hopefully, I'm going to get to in the next 2 months. Question 3, is there a new release you're still waiting for? And yeah, there's a couple. There's actually the big one though is Within These Wicked Walls by, I cannot remember who it is by, Lauren Blackwood. And this is a Jane Eyre retelling that is sort of a fantasy retelling. I'm not sure if the time period is different, if it's still in the same time period that Jane Eyre is set, or if it's more modern. I'm not really sure. But yeah, that one actually comes out next week. So I have it on hold at the library. I'm pretty sure I'm first in line. So hopefully I'll be getting to that one soon. Okay, the next question is, what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? Okay, the first one was an anticipated release. It came out in September, I think. I'm super excited about it. It's a memoir, a new memoir by George M. Johnson called We Are Not Broken. If you guys remember, last year I read George M. Johnson's All Boys Aren't Blue and absolutely loved it. So when it was released that they were coming out with another like nonfiction type memoir story, I pre-ordered it. So I'm super excited for this. This one I think is going to deal, because in All Boys Aren't Blue, George does talk about their family, specifically their grandma and cousins and stuff. And I think this one kind of hones in on that a little more about their upbringing with their grandma and their cousins and brother. I think George has a brother too, if I remember right. So yeah, so I think this one, where All Boys Aren't Blue, I think was kind of more broad. I think this one is a little more focused. I'm not sure entirely, but I loved All Boys Aren't Blue. I just loved the writing and everything, just the way that the story was told and all that stuff. And so I'm super excited for this one. And yeah, I'm excited about it. What can I say? Another one that I would really like to get read before the end of the year, because it ties into one of my goals for 2021, which was to read 5 Stephen King books. And if you count The Stand, which was a reread, I've read 3. But I really don't want to count rereads, because I think the whole reason I made that goal was to try to get through his, you know, his books, his backlist, and there are many, and I'm trying to also read them in order, just because, I don't know, that's the way I'm doing it. So really, I shouldn't really count The Stand, so I'm a little behind on that goal, and I think I really should try to squeeze in another Stephen King book or 2. So the next one, if I'm going chronologically, is Nightmares and Dreamscapes, which is a big old short story collection. Although if I remember right, there's a novella in here that I think the first story is a big chunk of this, I think. Yeah, so this is the next one in line, and I would really like to finish it before the end of the year, just to kind of help me reach that goal of 5 Stephen King books, maybe. And then the last one is a sequel that I don't know why I haven't picked this up, because when I read the first book in this series, I loved it. And I was like, I immediately bought this book because I was like, I'm gonna read it right away. And here we are over, like, I think I read the first one last April or March, and here we are, I still haven't read it. That is Wondersmith The Calling of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend. It's the second book in the Morgan Crow series. This is a middle grade, is this like fantasy? I'm not sure exactly what this is, but it has magic, and like it's about a young girl who goes to like a magical world and all this awesomeness. And yeah, I loved the first one. I thought it was so fun and so just cool, you know, it was just fun and different. And I immediately wanted to read the second one, and I haven't read it yet. So it'd be great if I could move along in that series and get this one read by the end of the year. Okay, then the next question is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? Well, I have a couple of 5-star predictions that I'm working on, one of which is The Year of the Witching, which I already showed you, which I think, you never know, that could end up being a favorite, because obviously I think I'm gonna love it. The other 5-star predictions that I have yet to read are Smoke It's in Your Eyes by Caitlin Doughty, which is a nonfiction book, and Wilder Girls by, who wrote Wilder Girls? Rory Power? I don't know if that's right. But anyway, that's another one that is on my list of things I think I'm gonna love. And who knows, maybe one of those could sneak in at the last minute and become a favorite. If I had to guess between those, I would say it would probably between those 3 be Year of the Witching, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out. And then the last question is, have you already started making reading plans for 2022? And of course I have. Of course, I'm always like thinking about things to do next year. Like I'm coming up with different vlog ideas to do, and in 2022 I'll be celebrating 5 years on BookTube. So it'll be my 5th BookTube birthday. So I want to do some fun things to kind of celebrate that and all that, some fun videos, and maybe even do some cool reading things to kind of reflect on my past 5 years, sharing my reading on the internet. I think it would be fun to kind of do some stuff there. So yeah, and I obviously am already like starting to come up with goals and various things, so definitely already planning for 2022. All right, guys, so that's it. That is the end of the year book tag. It was a short and sweet little thing. Let me know down below how you would answer some of these questions, because I would love to know how everybody is doing with their yearly reading, especially as we are getting towards the end of the year. Yeah, so that's all I have for today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and I will talk with you soon. Thank you so much for watching.